Hi everybody, Dave Moore here down in Sydney in Australia. We are doing the last assignment for Louden Stearn's Introduction to Music Production course. So this is the Subtractor synth in Reason here. I'm not much of a synth guy, and it's been really nice doing this course and kind of being forced to think hard about things which I've previously just been mucking around with. So what we're going to do today is just quickly look at how to modulate firstly the filter envelope in Subtractor here, and then we're going to look at how we can use resonance to create an interesting effect that I was mucking around with last night. So what I've got loaded here in Subtractor is pretty much just the initialized patch. It's just a single sawtooth, and this is what it sounds like. So that's obviously with a bit of a low pass filter on. If we turn the filter all the way up, get it really, really bright. Yeah. So one of the simplest ways to modulate that filter cutoff is to use the mod wheel itself. So if you have a look over here in this section of Subtractor, this is the modulation wheel section, and so in this case the source is obviously the oscillator, and the oscillator is going via the mod wheel section to the amp envelope and then to the amplifier itself. So if we turn this up such that by if we turn this up so that by turning up the mod wheel we're increasing the filter cutoff, what you'll hear is perfect. So I mean, everyone uses that all the time. It's a really nice way to just get a sort of build-up effect. So that's using the mod wheel firstly. Another way that you can do this such that it changes every time the synthesizer receives a key on command from MIDI is to use the filter envelope itself. So in the filter envelope here, the source being the oscillator going through the filter envelope, through the amp envelope, and then to the amplifier itself. And the amount of sort of modulation is controlled here in this knob. So if we turn this up quite a bit, what we'll see is that when we strike the key, the attack for the filter will set on, and it will raise the frequency, the cutoff frequency slightly, and then that will decay away. There'll be a short sustain, and then pretty much no release. I don't really want it holding on. So it sounds like this. Beautiful. When I was mucking around with this last night, I was thinking, really, it kind of sounds like the Juno patches. If you turn a bit of reverb onto it, I love this. This is your classic sort of 80s sci-fi. So yeah, so that's using the filter envelope itself. Last thing I wanted to look at was just a patch I was mucking around with last night. I think I was trying to make a sort of pseudo sidechain, making use of a high resonance low pass filter here, and basically using the LFO here with a square wave sort of LFO pattern to modulate that frequency, and making use of what Louden was pointing out, being that as you use high resonance filters like this, the various partials get amplified as the filter sweeps across them. And yeah, so in this case, obviously, source coming through the sorry, I've even got that wrong. The source is coming through the filter itself, through the amp envelope and onto the amplifier, and the LFO is modulating this frequency here. And so if we play this, you'll hear, well, actually I'll turn it off first. So if we turn the amount right down, it's just pretty simple. Whoops, better turn that up so you can even hear it. Oh, sorry about the signal noise. It's going to get loud in a second. Okay, now if we turn this amount up, you're going to hear the square wave kicking in. I just think that's really kind of cool. So that's just using the fact that as you move this frequency up, oh sorry, I'll turn it off. But as you use this up, you'll hear yeah. So if we turn this amount way up, it gets ridiculous. Anyway, cool. So that's a sort of pseudo sidechain making use of a heavily resonant low-pass filter. Hope those examples of modulation in Subtractor and Reason are fun, and I'm looking forward to version 7 coming out. 30th of April, it's been announced now, and that should look like fun. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the course as much as I have, and see you later.